You're watching the TCMMA podcast.
Now, as we move forward, the UFC rankings are out, and not much has changed. The main thing, Paulo Costa slips to number 8. Okay, but it brings up all types of discussions here in the UFC middleweight rankings, especially as you see there. These are the top 5, right? Dricus is his champion. Then number 1, you got Sean Strickland. Number 2, Adesanya. 3, Robert Whittaker. 4, Jared Cannonier. Those 2 guys fighting over the next few weeks, trying to maintain their spot, right? So you're either going to get a much more strengthened middleweight division if all these guys continue to win, right? Or you're going to get some new guys in there like a Mayvolv and Khamzat Chimaev. But that top 4, well, removing Dricus from the equation, but just looking at the contenders, that top 4 is going to be very solidified here very soon. And I think Marvin Vettori fades away or goes down. I think Whittaker and Cannonier, obviously, if they lose, they're going down. But we're going to know from 1 to 4 who it is. And I think this is why the UFC hasn't done anything yet with Dricus du Plessis, the current champ. They have a big opportunity to set up a big fight without him and Adesanya. But Sean Strickland only lost by a split decision. So maybe Sean Strickland gets the next fight. Maybe Adesanya's not down to fight right away. We just don't know. And until we get something official, this division is wide open. But the fact that Sean Strickland won means that even if Khamzat wins, he's not getting a title shot. Did you guys hear what I said? Even if Khamzat Chimaev wins, he's not getting a title shot. They're not going to let that happen. They're just not going to let it happen. So now you need Khamzat to win. If you're a Khamzat fan like myself and others out there, a lot of us out there, you need Khamzat to win. And, you know, if Cannonier beats a Mayvolv and Khamzat wins, Khamzat's likely to be number 4, not number 3. Right? So now he's going to have to fight an Adesanya or Cannonier. And even if he fights Cannonier, does that do enough? He could have fought, instead of doing all this, he could have just fought Cannonier a while ago. Because Cannonier was calling for that fight. Who knows how serious that was. But he could have fought Cannonier a while ago. So you have all this jumping off in the middleweight division. And it's quickly rising to the top of the list as far as best divisions. I mean, the lightweight division is up there right now. But now with Islam kind of clearing it out, Arman Sarukian number 1, then you got Poirier and Gaethje who are coming off losses. That division is quickly starting to tumble in terms of depth, right? Because if the champion is so dominant, that weakens the outlook of the division, at least in how I feel. So that's what's going on there right now, is the division is looking weaker and weaker as time goes forward. So we'll have to wait and see. Khamzat versus Robert Whittaker is going to be an absolute blast in Saudi Arabia. And man, what will it be like if Khamzat can go in there and just finish Robert Whittaker early in that fight? Let's make it tough on the UFC. Khamzat, let's get a big win. Okay? So everyone can start calling for a title shot. Or at least you get someone that was a former champ like an Adesanya. We don't need Jared Cannonier. We don't need any of these other guys. We need a quick victory and looking upward at the top. And let's make it happen by year's end. I don't see that happening. We've said this every year, like this is the year that Khamzat gets a title. No, man, the time is just, I mean, we're halfway through the year just about now and he hasn't even fought yet. So, you know, if you think he's fighting anytime soon, you might as well forget about it. It's not happening.
He's gon' fight, wait, he's gon' fight, wait, hold your breath till the end of the night. Last fighter call, UFC at its height, yeah. Bringing that thunder with all his might, saying step up, wanna fight, hold up, think twice, gladiator assassin, reckless no abandon, walk through that cage, he'll leave your ass stranded.